Greetings everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm in Mexico. I was shooting an event here. Some of you know I'm a photographer. I do product and event photography, and I'm here in Mexico just shooting an event, and I thought I would do a video here in the hotel room. I'm not sure how great it'll turn out. Sometimes you never know how well received videos will be until you do them. It can be just kind of a generic idea, and then all of a sudden people really take to it and it makes them happy and brings them joy. So I thought I'll just try this one out and see. So these are some of the hotel sheets. They're a little bit wrinkly. I would kind of trace some of the lines and just softly show them, sort of mentally iron them with my finger. It's kind of interesting how things in nature, or quote-unquote nature, follow other things. Because this sort of reminds me of plant leaves, and although it's not a nature thing, but the randomness of the folds and whatnot has kind of a repetitive, pardon the pun, nature to it. And I think it's kind of the same way with a lot of stuff, because actually, now that I'm sort of talking about it, my brain's opening up to this idea. It also kind of looks like shards of ice, like if you're on a lake and the ice cracks, or even like a window, or even like breadcrumbs, like if you have a what do they call it, a croissant, and you break it open, and it kind of looks like that, like bread kind of break in this type of motion. So it's kind of interesting how nature sort of follows nature. But these are the folds of this little sheet. Not sure how well you can hear fabric sounds. There's also some, like this pool has like a wash tub, or like some sort of hot tub that's not hot, sort of lukewarm, on the balcony that has running water. So you might hear some running water, but hopefully that's a bit more relaxing as a background sound than the train horns that are in a lot of my other videos. So I like that I can make these kind of a couple little folds here. It's like a little cascading sheet design. I do wish I could get this one a little more straight. It'd be very satisfying if there was some sort of small little, like a hand or finger iron where you can just run it across really quickly and get all these little wrinkles out. That'd be kind of a nice design in like the magical world of ASMR. So these are the sheets. There's another sheet below it. This one has just a few less wrinkles. Has one sort of big wrinkle going across the bottom in the middle here. Again, it'd be really cool to just be able to just wave your hand and smooth out all these wrinkles. I wanted to show you this gray sort of neck pillow or leg pillow. This also has some leaf designs, since we're talking about leaves or leaves. Leaves is kind of an interesting word to say, plural. It's like you're leaving or leaves. You never know. My mind always wants to say the F, but if it's plural, there's no F in leaves. So these are kind of a nice thin leaf design. I'm not exactly sure which type of leaf or plant this comes from. So if you know in the comments, I'd love to hear that. But I like these type of pillows because they're just sort of tiny, very firm, and these are great for if you're laying in bed and you want to read or just scroll on your phone. You can throw them behind your neck, and then if you're laying down, you can have them under your knees. You put them between your knees if you're kind of laying sideways if you need to sleep. If your knees kind of rest against each other in like an awkward way. I'm a side sleeper, so I usually use something like this. A lot of times if I sleep or when I sleep. A lot of times when I sleep, I'll just kind of like wad up a bit of the corner of a blanket, my comforter, and kind of put that between my knees so they don't press on each other too much all night. You can also use this on your ankles if your ankle bones kind of grind up against each other as well. So this pillow is pretty cool. This type of pillow has a lot of uses, and I like that. It's kind of a weird thing to like think of, or it's like something maybe my mind only does, but I like that it has a lot of usefulness for its size. So it's not very big, it's not very heavy, but there's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 ways to use it. And for some reason my brain just thinks that's a really cool thing. It's probably mundane for some people, and the way to use it is kind of very similar. It just goes as a pillow, but there's different areas of your body to use it on, and I don't know, it just seems like I really enjoy its size to use ratio, I guess is what I'm getting at. So there's this pillow. And there's just another decorative pillow as well. This one sits on the bed, and this one is in front of like 4 other pillows. I'm actually curious, when you sleep, how many pillows do you use for sleeping? Because I use one ever, but a lot of times I'll kind of just push it aside and sleep straight down on the mattress. And that works really well for me. So I guess maybe two if I was going to use this one and the other pillow I just showed technically as a pillow. But a lot of times I'll wad up that corner of the comforter or something, so I guess 2 max pillows is basically what I use. And generally I can get by with using 0 pillows very comfortably. I'm curious how many you might use. I definitely don't use any decorative pillows in my bed setup. I just have the one, and that's all I have. I like these little triangles, they're very fun to kind of trace out. Just kind of different textures, different colors. I got interrupted really quickly, but I was saying this pillow can do a lot of the similar uses as the other round one. For some reason I just like the round one more. Little tubular design. Again, it's, I guess, the size to usefulness. This one has, I would say, very similar uses, or the exact same uses, but its size is a little bit bigger this way, and maybe a little bit bigger this way. So, for some reason, it doesn't seem as small and compact. And so, my mind, my little, I guess, neurodivergent mind, doesn't like the usefulness to size ratio that this pillow has, that the other one does. So I think I'm going to make this video fairly short. I might have to be checking out pretty quickly. But I just wanted to show you some pillows at the place I was staying at. So I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day.